And T.S. Eliot poem The Wasteland reminds me of parts of the book of Nahum. For instance, verses 4 and 5 in the first chapter. It's a vision of the world becoming a wasteland. Well, it says, he rebukes the sea and makes it dry. He dries up all the rivers. Bashan and Carmel wither. The bloom of Lebanon fades. The mountains quake before him. The hills melt. The earth is laid waste before him, the world and all that dwell therein. So there's just total destruction, nuclear holocaust of the world. Now I'm saying that this is what is happening. This is present tense that is saying all this. This is what, over 600 BC? This is a little while ago. Did that happen? Well, it's a vision. We know this is a vision, this book, a lot of the book. And so he is describing, the prophet Nahum is describing what he has seen in a vision. So now saying what he saw. Now, often prophetic visions use imagery to give a message. So sometimes what is seen in a prophetic vision is the literal thing that will literally happen. And other times in the vision, it's an image. So, for instance, the dreams we have at night, what we dream doesn't necessarily mean what we dream will actually literally happen, but it can have meaning behind it, deeper meaning behind it. So for this part of the vision, okay, he's seeing the destruction of the world, and it's a statement about the power of God over all the world, in God's anger, all the wrong that is being done in the world. It's a pretty powerful image. It's like Noah's flood. Lord driving out the darkness from the world, putting an end to the darkness in the world. It says, Bashan and Carmel wither. Carmel means fertile place. It's up in North Israel, like Lebanon and Bashan, up near there. Fertile places that had been conquered in the 720s by the Neo-Assyrian Empire, so of which Nineveh was the capital. So it's saying, oh, well, this great Neo-Assyrian Empire not looking too great now, is it? No, because of the anger of the Lord against it. Who can stand before his indignation? Who can endure the heat of his anger? Not the Ninevites, not the Neo-Assyrian Empire. His wrath is poured out like fire, and the rocks are broken asunder by him. The Lord, who is the breaker of rocks with fire. I think that's a brilliant image for the Lord. I know we don't think about too much the anger of the Lord like fire, but it's a good image to think about. Think about the Lord being active against the forces of darkness and sin and evil. Verse 7, the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knows those who take refuge in him. That's beautiful statement. Lord is like a castle, a haven for people to flee to. So say you're being attacked by the Neo-Assyrian Empire, for example, the forces of Nineveh. Well, you have a refuge, a strong refuge that you can go to. And it says that he knows personally those who come to him. It's like we're his family, we're his loved ones. He is there for us. So that's a wonderful statement, and then it's immediately contrasted with this. But with an overflowing flood, he will make a full end of his adversaries and will pursue his enemies into darkness. So he is a refuge for us because he is breaking the power of darkness, of the dark one. Interestingly, the Hebrew there, the original Hebrew for the word adversaries, is her place. So in the original Hebrew, it's he will make a full end of her place. Yeah, that seems strange, doesn't it? Who's her? Is her like the female embodiment of the Neo-Assyrian Empire, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know that this is saying that the dark powers cannot stand against the almighty power of the Lord over the world, driving out darkness, bringing light, and being a safe haven, a place where we can come and stand secure against those who assail us.